Welcome to a new little Shop My Stash video. Today I'm gonna review the products that I did have in my Shop My Stash. Well, review, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna talk about them, how it has been going and so on, and then we're going to pick out some new products. So yeah, let's just get started. So I did first and foremost finish up my Pixie Glow Mist. I knew that I would finish this one up, so that's that. I think I'm gonna actually put out all of the products first. I think that is gonna be the easiest, and then I can take one up and say if I'm gonna keep it or not in the next month. So I just wanted to show you my makeup bag because this is all of the products that I'm gonna keep, because this is the products that I use all the time. So I did use up my SPF, so this is just the new SPF. These are just 3 different mascaras I use. One for volume, one for length, and then this is just fibers so that the lashes will be thicker and so on. But I only use this if it rains. And then my brow products, my brow products, my skincare and so on that I always use. So this is just gonna stay in here, and this is probably the products that I will always have in here, or when they are empty just replace them with something else. But yeah, let's go here and see what we can review. So this is the products that we have used, or I have used during 2 weeks, around that period of time anyway. And yeah, let me just hop into this one. I did finish this one up as well as the Pixie Glow Mist. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this to the side and then put it in my empties pile, along with this one, of course, because this is also empty. So I said that I was going to use these 2 concealers, the Tarte Concealer and the Revolution Super Size. I think I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit so you can see. So I said that I was going to use this, but I was only gonna use this until my new one arrived, and it's this one. This I'm actually gonna keep in my makeup pile just because it's darker and I can deepen up my already very light concealers because I'm getting a little bit of a tan. So I'm gonna keep this one in, but I'm gonna put these back. I love them, so I don't have anything to say about them. Full coverage, especially the Tarte one is full coverage. When it came to blush, it was a little bit hard, I have to say. So I'm just gonna say that it was a little bit too much to have these 4 blushes in here. I actually just remembered that I had the Bloom palette in my Shop My Stash. I totally forgot about it. I did not use this a lot because this was in another space. So I haven't decided if I'm gonna keep it in for another month or not. But for now, I'm just gonna put it to the side and say that I didn't use it that much. But this one I used a lot. This is the Milani one. I don't know how well you can see, but hopefully you can see that it is very, very used, and I adore this blush. I think that this blush is so beautiful and so nice. This one, the Jouer one, I did not use as much as I would have liked. Unfortunately, I had some other ones that I used a little bit more, so too bad. And then we have this in Stain one from The Balm. It was really fun picking this one out again because I have been missing these ones and I've forgotten how good they actually are. Really love it. It's super beautiful, but I didn't use this. I used this one actually quite a lot. This bronzer from Makeup Revolution is so beautiful. Okay, that just happened. I can still put the lid on, so it's fine. But this bronzer is so beautiful and I adore it for the summer. So I think I might actually keep it in and have another one as well, but we'll see. I'm gonna put this to the side for now. The Jouer bronzer, I adore. It's actually such a beautiful bronzer, but I'm gonna put it to the side for now. I did not get the time to finish this one up. This is the Cushion Foundation from Wet n Wild, and I did not finish this one up either, which was my goal. So I am gonna keep these ones in. I don't use this on a day-to-day. Actually, I use this when I use foundation because otherwise I look very, very greasy and oily, and I don't like it if I'm not using a foundation. So I am going to keep them in there. The foundations that I use, by the way, I don't really have in here because I'm going to focus on the same foundations, which was these three. So the It Cosmetics CC Cream, both of them, and then the Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation. And the reason why I don't have them in my makeup bag is because I don't use foundation on a day-to-day, so I don't need to have them in there. I did not use my cream contour palette as much as I would have liked, just because I actually started using this one from LA Girl instead. And I like this one because it's very easy to just, this is new by the way, but it's very easy to just kind of paint this on and not have to deal with a palette and a brush and so on. So I think I'm gonna keep the LA Girl one for now. Then I had these two powders. This is the Makeup Revolution loose powder, whatever it's called, like loose baking powder in the shade Lace. And then this is the RC Amino color powder, and my goal was to finish this. Obviously, I knew that I wasn't going to finish this amount of product in like 2 weeks. Do I actually have to talk about every single product like this? I feel like it's gonna be a super long video if I do, so I think I'm just gonna speed it up a little bit. I did use both of these, which was pretty nice. They are really beautiful, and I used both of them once, not more. Highlights, nothing to complain about. This is a beautiful highlight. I think I'm gonna pull it back when I've gotten a little bit more of a tan, and then this one I've actually started getting a little bit of a dent in this Starburst shade. The lip products I've been super bad at, and I'm gonna show you why. So this Ballet Slipper, which is this one, it's such a sheer formula. I feel like Røde Cosmetics, when they get it right, they get it right. But a lot of the times they don't get it right. I feel like their formulas varies. So the darker shades are very thick and very dry, versus some of the lighter shades that's like dry. Of all of their liquid lipsticks are dry, but I like them. A lot of them are very good, opaque and nice, but some of them are just not good. So, and I realized that some of the shades, when I applied them, I did not enjoy them at all. So I did not do a good job with this. I did, however, I'm gonna show you this. So I'm just gonna take out all of the lip products that I have in my handbag, because maybe that will explain why it's been bad. I don't think all of this is lip products. I'm gonna take out everything that's not lip. These are all the lip products that I've been having in my bag, and I tend to use these the most. So that's what I need to get a little bit more organized with. I am gonna go back to this pile later on, but for now I'm gonna put back the Røde Cosmetics liquid lipsticks. Then we have the palette. I did get some use out of this Linda Hallberg Enchanted Secrets palette. I think that this is a beautiful palette. I did use Cypher and Ethereal a couple of times. Not overly a lot, but a couple of times anyway. The Flamingo palette is not a personal favorite of mine. I struggle and I struggle and I struggle. Every time I'm gonna use this palette, I feel like I struggle so much. So I did not do a good job with this. I put it aside actually. I used it 3 times, I think, and that's it. This palette, it was fine with this palette. It was just a little bit dull to have this. I like this Morphe palette, especially, I don't know if you can see, but I have pretty big dents in this one and this one. I do also really like this shade. I did have this all over my lid one day, but the shimmers are just not really my cup of tea. I did have this one on my lid once, and then I don't think I used any other shimmer in this palette actually. I did take the Flamingo palette and mix it with it, which is pretty nice. So it's nice to have so that you can mix, but a lot of these shades I would never use on my lid. These two I would use on my lid because I think that they are super pretty, but I think that those are all except for the 3 that we have down here. Other than that, I don't think I have any other shimmer that I would want to put on my lid. So having said that, I'm going to clear everything up here, and then I thought that we could do a Colourpop 2 weeks or so that we can focus on a lot of my Colourpop products. Okay, so we're hopping in right now to shop my stash a little bit, and today, or this time around, I do want to use a pressed powder, and I feel like doing a little bit of progress in this one, the Essence All About Matte Fixing Powder, I think can be a really good start. I know I said that it was going to be a Colourpop week, but I don't have any Colourpop powders, so I am also gonna take this one. This is my newest powder. I did use this in a video that I accidentally deleted, so I've only used this once. This is from Makeup Store, as I said, and it is a loose powder in the shade Pale. Look at this. This is so cool because it has a little net right here. Adore that. But yeah, I think that this can be pretty neat, so I do want to use this one as well. So that is all I'm gonna need for powder. So let's dive into concealers, and I actually do know that I have those there. I do know that I have a Colourpop concealer that I'm gonna use. This one, you can see that I don't have that much in this one, so I think it's time to finish this one up. And I am going to need another concealer, and I want to use this one, this Catrice one. I love this one, so I really want to use that. And I think that that is all I'm gonna need for concealers. Remember that I have the Makeup Revolution one, this one, but the deeper one that I can use if I need to deepen my concealer up. Okay, so I'm gonna pick out some Colourpop products, and I actually only have 2 Colourpop blushes, I think. Yeah, and they are actually in the back right here, so I'm just gonna pull them out. Oh, wait. So I am going to take this one, which is Winging It, which looks like this. Super beautiful, one of my favorite blushes. And then we also have this one, which is the Colourpop Knockout, that looks like this. So we have for both warm and cool tone occasions. I did just very quickly pick out this maquillage primer. I would like to finish this one up. I know that this is a matte one, but it really doesn't matter. I just needed to smooth out a little bit of my pores in my T-zone, and maquillage is actually no longer available. So I just took this because I thought that this could be a perfect primer to use off camera. Okay, Colourpop highlights. I actually have a few that I could use. This is Lunch Money. Let me see if this one is still intact. Ooh. Wow, look at that. Don't know how well you can see it. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it right here. That is actually really pretty. So I think I'm gonna take, oh, Hit Pan. You always hit pan in these products from Colourpop. I'm just gonna cover it up. So now I don't have pan in it. I see a lot of people say like, oh, look at this, I hit pan in a Colourpop thing, and I see that they have just moved the products to the side, and I'm like, oh yeah. No, you know what? I need to take this one as well because it's time that I use it. This is the Colourpop, I never know what it says on this one, but it is the shade Princesa. I also want to say that, Princesa. And let me just take a little bit. Oh, and add it on top. Oh, such a beautiful glow. And this is what it looks like on its own. It's definitely time to use it. And when the time I'm filming this, I actually haven't gotten my Colourpop order yet when I ordered the Blue Moon palette. So I do hope that I get that palette so I can add it into my Shop My Stash along with some other products. But I will also take, I know that I don't need more, but let me do it. I'm gonna take this Dream Sequence palette because why not? I absolutely adore this palette. This is such a good palette, and I feel like I can use some of these darker shades now that I've gotten a little bit of a tan. I hate saying that I've gotten a tan, but I have, but it's not like a tan. I've just gotten a little bit of color. I'm red, that's what it is. Okay, let me see here when it comes to lip products, because I have a lot of Colourpop lip products actually. And I have even more on my makeup table. So I do want to add, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I do want to add in these two, that much I know. This is Magic Wand, and okay, I'm just gonna pick out the ones that I want first. So I just took a couple of ones right here, but I do have even more on my makeup table. So I'm gonna wait to do the final picking and swatches and such until I have gone through those as well. I thought that I would pick out a few of these as well. Someone asked me, oh, why didn't you pick any colorful liners? And that is because I don't really use any liners like I shop my stash. I use the ones that I want to, but I really wanted to add in all of the 3 Jelly Matte shadows that I wanted. I stand in a really awkward situation right here, guys, so I'm gonna swatch them later. Right here we have Colourpop Alexis Ren Bronzer. This is the Colourpop Alexis Ren Bronzer, and this is the one I'm gonna use. I don't really know if I like this that much anymore, just because this is a warmer bronzer. Yeah, we're just gonna see how I like it, and I might actually add in this one because I add in a lot, so we'll see. So this is my eyeshadow drawer that I'm gonna pick from. You can see that I just kind of put these down in here, and I do actually have a Colourpop palette in mind from this drawer, but I'm mainly gonna pick from the ones that I have on my makeup table. But the one that I'm gonna pick is this one because I have not used this as much as I should, and it is really a beautiful palette. It has beautiful shades in this one. It's just that you can't really see it because of the packaging, but you mean see how beautiful these shades are. Definitely so beautiful. So I am gonna take this one. I'm just gonna go through some of the lip products here. We're gonna continue with lips later on. Now I wanna pick out palettes, and I have already decided. So you can see right here that I have a lot of Colourpop palettes. I am gonna take this palette, which is the Through My Eyes palette. This is a palette that I haven't used a lot of shimmers in, so I feel like I should do that. If I get too bored, I might actually add in one of these palettes right here in the back, but I am gonna get the Blue Moon palette, so I might actually add in that one with this and this one. So let me go ahead and put out all of the lip products that we have currently. Okay, these are the lip products that I have currently. Let me take out some. These two I'm definitely gonna keep in here because, as you can see, they're almost completely empty and I would like to finish them up. It's just very, very hard to get to the bottom. I just cannot do it, and it doesn't matter. I try to add in a little bit of water in this, but I cannot. So I will definitely keep these. This is the Fairy Floss Gloss, and then this is Atta Girl. I am gonna add in this gloss as well. This is My Forte. It's such a beautiful little gloss. Let me just, like so. Super pretty. But then I feel like we have a lot of pink. Oh my god, you can't even see. A lot of pinks in here. Okay, let me try and sort this out. I have decided which shades I'm gonna use. So it's a lot of, it's a lot of pinks and nudes, but we do have these three glosses. I don't expect these to last long at all. They are almost completely empty, so it's just kind of scraping on the bottom. But then I also added in these. So this is a gloss, and then these four are Little Statues, Chance, Magic Wand, and November. And I did swatch all of them right here, and I also added in this lip gloss. This is from the Princess collection, and this is in the shade Boo. It's right there. Okay, I did try to sort it out a little bit. So we do have a primer right back here, which is the Maquillage primer that I showed you guys. Just gonna throw it in there. For concealers, we have these two. So we're still sticking to the affordable thing. So we have a Catrice one, and then we have a Colourpop one. For creams, we have this LA Girl Pro Concealer that I will use. For powders, we have these three, which might seem a little bit excessive, but this is like a finishing powder that I just love, and I need to have it in my makeup little makeup bag. The Essence powder, and then the Makeup Revolution powder, so I feel pretty good about that. Lip products we have right here. I'm not gonna have all of these in this one, but I will have a lot of them in my makeup bag, so I can just take one of these when I need to. For highlights, we have these three, if you remember, and I am actually gonna keep all three of them because I feel like they will do different things. So the Dream Sequence palette, the Lunch Money highlight, and this highlight. For bronzer, this is my little bronzer pile. I'm gonna keep this Makeup Revolution one, and then I'm gonna try this one and see if I still enjoy it, which is the Alexis Ren bronzer that I said. And then of course I'm gonna use my Revolution Pro palette. I've really been missing this one. For blushes, we had these two that you remember that I showed you guys. The one thing I don't like about them is that they are super big, but still, we're gonna keep them. And then for eyes, I can't believe that this is all I'm having. It feels weird. So we do have the shade Ventura for Del Machado, Short Circuit, and Into Focus. I'm gonna swatch them. Someone in my latest Shop My Stash actually said that you should go ahead and swatch like lip products, eyeshadow palettes, and everything. I cannot swatch an entire eyeshadow palette. You need to Google swatches or something. That is just too much. So here you have them. This is Ventura. This is Into Focus. And then we have a bronzy one that is called Short Circuit. And then I'm gonna use the Elements of Surprise palette, which looks like this. Very, very exciting. And then the Through My Eyes palette that looks like this. And that is all I'm gonna keep. So I feel like this was a little bit of a longer video, but I hope that you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to thumbs this video down if you didn't like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!